Last episode, we covered the theory, what containers are, and why Docker matters. This episode is hands-on. We're going to install Docker for real, verify it's running, and launch your very first container. Before we install anything, here's what you need. A 64-bit machine running Linux, Mac OS, or Windows. Access to a terminal or command line. Administrator or sudo privileges, since installing system software requires elevated permissions. And an internet connection, since we'll be downloading Docker's packages directly from its official repository. On Ubuntu or Debian, start by updating your package index with apt-update. Then install 3 prerequisites: CA certificates, curl, and nupt. These let your system securely download and verify packages from Docker servers. Mac OS and Windows users will instead download Docker Desktop directly from docker.com, which bundles everything into one installer. Next, add Docker's official repository so apt installs the real thing, not an outdated community package. We create a keyrings directory, download Docker's GPG signing key into it, and then add Docker's repository to our sources list, pointing at our specific Ubuntu release. This way, every package we install is cryptographically verified as genuinely from Docker. Refresh apt one more time so it picks up the new repository, then install 5 packages: Docker C, the engine itself, Docker CCLI, the command line tool, container.io, the underlying container runtime, and the builds and compose plugins, which we'll use in later episodes. That single install command pulls in everything you need. This next output is captured live from a real, running Docker installation, not simulated. Docker -- version confirms the client is installed. Docker info, asking specifically for the server version, confirms the daemon, the background service that actually runs your containers, is alive and responding. 2 version numbers back means you're ready to go. By default, only root or sudo users can run Docker commands. If you'd rather not type sudo every time, add your user to the Docker group with usermod, then either log out and back in, or run newgroup docker to pick up the change immediately. Just know that anyone in that group effectively has root-level access to the machine, so only add trusted users. Here's the moment of truth. Docker run hello world. Docker checks for the hello world image locally, doesn't find it, and pulls it from Docker Hub. Once downloaded, it creates a container from that image, runs it, and the container prints a friendly confirmation message before exiting. This exact output is Docker's well-documented, unchanging response to this command, so what you see here is exactly what you'll see on your own machine. Let's unpack that. Docker checked for the hello world image locally, didn't find it, and pulled it from Docker Hub, a public registry. It created a new container from that image, ran it, and the container printed its message and exited. That 4-step cycle, check, pull, create, run, is exactly what happens every time you run any Docker image for the first time. A few commands you'll use constantly from here on. Docker ps-a lists every container on your machine, including ones that have already stopped. Docker images lists every image you've downloaded. Docker rm removes a stopped container, and Docker RMI removes an image you no longer need. We'll use all 4 of these regularly for the rest of the series. You now have Docker installed, verified, and you've run your first container. In episode 3, we write your first Docker file from scratch and build a custom image of our own. Episode 4 goes deeper into how images are layered and tagged. Episodes 5 through 7 cover volumes, networking, and Docker Compose. And then episode 8, Kubernetes begins. That's episode 2. Docker is installed, verified, and you've officially run your first container. Subscribe so you don't miss episode 3, where we build a custom image from scratch. See you then.